Drinking this album, listen to the booze. I think it would pair well, if only for you, 'cause it's album and booze. It's album and booze.
And welcome back to Album Brews, the stickiest music podcast. You might be thinking to yourself, ugh, there goes that voice again. And you'd be right. It's me. I'm one of your co-hosts. My name is Sarah, and it's great to talk to you once more.
Oh, that was mine.
That was so good.
Oh gosh, Sarah, you're taking improv classes. You're stealing my bits. You think you're all big time on me. My name is Zach.
Hey, everybody. I hate to take a sledgehammer to your listenership, but my name is Jonah Nink, and I really like Peter Gabriel.
Hell yeah! Ooh, get sledgehammered.
Yeah. Go team. That was very good.
That was good.
was
We're
very
never
good.
3 for 3 like that. Usually I mess up a little. Or usually one of them's like a very low hanging fruit. Those were all
Hey,
mwah. Those
Well,
were-
Love it.
all I want to say is don't give up.
Oh my god.
going.
We're in the presence of a professional, folks.
We are.
I hope I'm a good podcaster in your eyes.
Oh,
my
my
God.
goodness.
So,
We're just never going to start the show. This is just where we live now.
What sucks about "so" is it's like a part of, it's just a word I say, but it's also
Yeah.
the title of the album that we're listening to. So every time I listen to the album, I'm just gonna or say the word "so." I'm gonna, oh, there it is
there
again.
he is.
So-
There's Peter.
Oh my good.
So it's such an interesting word. Like I couldn't give you an exact definition right now, but I feel like I say it all the time.
So what's funny?
Sure.
What's funny about the title is that it's actually kind of a middle finger to the record company from Peter, because before then he's all like, I don't want to title any of my albums. I just want Peter Gabriel 1, Peter Gabriel 2, Peter Gabriel 3.
very Led Zeppelin.
Very Led Zeppelin. And so look at there. Oh my, there it is again. But the record company put their foot down. They're like, Peter, Rodham, Gabriel, we need you to title your record. And he's like, fine, I'll give it like an anti-title, is what I saw him say in Wikipedia before I got here. And he's like, I'm going to call it "So." And there's your first factoid of the podcast.
Yeah.
And you all got that for free.
You got that for
You
free.
got that for free.
You don't pay for this podcast. So we're talking about "So,"
Yeah.
and we're drinking a red ale
A red ale because of red rain.
because of red rain.
Yeah.
And this is a local brew. Tell us about it.
This is a local brew. I got it from Bitter Pops on the way here.
Oh,
It's a
classic.
great spot.
It's a lovely little spot across from the Chicago Music Exchange, my favorite public bathroom in the city.
Oh, write that down.
A life hack.
Best sounding public bathroom.
Best acoustics in the city.
This is from it's Old Irving Park Brewing Company, which I live right under Irving Park Road, and
Hey.
it's pretty old, I would say, as a road. So yeah, brewed right here in Old Irving Park, off of Montrose. So
Fantastic.
nice little local. We love Chicago, so to celebrate Chicago and all of its wonderful people, let's talk about an old English guy.
Well,
I
yeah,
think.
we're drinking a
Yeah.
cheeky pint together.
Cheeky point.
Yeah, you would order an ale at a pint or at
Absolutely.
a British little pub.
Little British.
Well, let's crack it on air real fast.
Fantastic.
While I tell the folks a little bit about you, Jonah. You are a bass player in a fantastic Chicago band, Jack Mooney and the Sundrops.
Thank you.
You are not Jack Mooney, but you're one of the Sundrops.
I'm one of the Sundrops. I'm a humble Sundrop. Yeah, we are a blues, soul, rock-ish trio based right here in Chicago. We played, everywhere and everywhere. We just recorded a very cool new song. I don't want to divulge too much, but I was playing it for you all right before we started.
It rips, y'all. You gotta go follow him right now. It's gonna be such a good song when it comes
Song
out.
of the summer.
Yeah.
Here.
Just a shout out to Jack. I know you said don't show it to anyone.
I mean, he didn't hear anything.
They didn't hear anything.
No.
I'm having trouble.
It was a strong top.
It's a
It was a strong. Oh my
Sorry.
goodness.
Oh.
Oh my goodness.
I was like, I could grab a butter knife if need
We
be.
did it. We did
did
it.
it.
I'm
did it,
so
Joe.
embarrassed.
It's okay.
No,
It's a hefty one. You had to work for this beer.
Yeah.
I had to work.
High quality can top.
That's how you know it's good.
Yeah, keeps if you have to
Protects the
work for the
flavor.
beer, then you know the beer's worth it.
Yep.
Protects the beer.
This is a fantastic little red ale.
Thank you.
I'm a big fan of Killian's, which is kind of like a creamy red ale.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
This might top it.
Oh.
Sweet. I'm very happy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm God's lightweight, funny enough. So like
fantastic.
I love like something easy, something
Yeah.
that can just burn down, you know?
It's the lazy river.
Yeah.
Yeah, lazy river.
So Jonah, you're also a writer.
Yes.
Not of just great bass lyrics, but
Thank you.
also words for the Hard Times, and Chicago Reader, and Roadhouse Magazine. That's cool. That's a very cool trifecta. Tell us more about that.
Yeah. So for Hard Times, I contribute jokes and lots of music jokes. It would fit right in here. I've been with them since 2018-ish. For the Chicago Reader, I love talking about our lots of arts reporting, a little bit of current events. I love stories. I love talking to people. So wonderful to tell some of the stories I learned by talking to people. And then Roadhouse, it's a wonderful new music magazine right here. You might know Griffin and Justin, who are out and about taking photos of your favorite bands. And we put together a real banging little magazine. It's our second volume is out time of recording tomorrow. So when you hear it, it'll be out in the world. It's a beautiful, I tell you, if you got a coffee table and you need something to put on it, buy this magazine.
That's
it's very
huge.
good. I contributed a lovely story about some of the best luthiers working in the city. I don't know, Pink Squeeze. I talked to one of the people who used Anna Claire White's bass, you know, that really cool looking blue custom made bass. Is such a cool like little I guess look into that luthier process. It was a super quick turnaround on that bass. They designed it, and it gave her like fully like, you know, her direction, and it's designed by a person with a wonderful first name, Jonah Penningroth. Got to talk to them. It's just a very cool experience. So that's lots of things. I'm very much a Jonah of all trades. Instead of doing one thing well, you got to do multiple things.
Many things.
Of varying degrees of quality.
A Renaissance man.
A Renaissance
Swiss
man.
Army knife.
Yes,
A-
yes.
A real savant. Is that the right word?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's in. It's at ref. Yes, it's in.
Can we get a word on that? I think he said yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
amazing.
That's amazing. Well, that's so cool. I can't wait to read some of those. If you're listening at home, go click below, and there's like links, and they're blue sometimes, or sometimes it's white with underlines. Click on those. Those are the links to all those magazines and cool stuff.
We love links.
Love a hyperlink. Love that.
If I don't tell them explicitly, they might forget.
Yeah.
If you love clicking things.
If you like clicking things, hey, I
Whoa.
got some cool links for you.
Hey kid, look inside my trench coat. I got some really cool links for you
Whoa.
in here.
And a broken pocket watch.
For all you internet explorers out there.
Hey.
That's good. We've got a game before we get into the
Yes.
deep and dirty of this record.
We absolutely do, Zach. Thank you so much for teeing me up. So I have devised a game about half an hour before y'all got here
Yes.
called Art Pop or Art Pop. And eagle-eared listeners may not have realized, but the second time that I said Art Pop, I raised my paw up, Little Monster style. How familiar are both of you with the Lady Gaga record Art Pop?
I love it.
Oh, fantastic.
My brother is a huge Lady Gaga fan. Shout out to Max,
Perfect.
my man.
Oh, so you may have an advantage here.
You have an advantage here.
I do not.
Yeah, my brother is a big Gaga fan, so I grew up like
Oh,
Fame
hell yeah.
Monster every day,
Yeah.
CD player in the car,
Okay.
you know. So I've got a good feel for Gaga, but maybe not this particular record.
Sure. So Peter Gabriel, who we're talking about today, often regarded as an art pop artist. Contemporaries might include like Kate Bush or Bjork or Brian Eno or, you know, other people sort of in that realm. So I've got some little teeny tiny snippets from a bunch of different songs, and you two are going to be against each other. I will play this snippet for you super fast. You only get to hear it once, and you are going to tell me if it is art pop with both of your hands down or art pop with one paw raised up. And just buzz in. Fastest gets it. Yeah, and winner wins.
Yes.
And you know what? I'll say bonus point if you can tell me what song it is.
Okay. So we're guessing if it's art pop or art pop.
Yes.
If it's Gaga's art pop or someone else's, or specifically Peter Gabriel's.
Someone else's. It could be a variety of folks.
I love it.
I'll say this as well. I have the album Art Pop, songs from that in here, but I also have Art Pop from a variety of like decades. So there could be some, more modern stuff in here.
It's an extensive genre.
It is.
It's a
We'll
lot.
talk about it more, but like I could have done a deep dive into art pop in Prague for this episode, and I didn't. But I could have.
And you're so good.
It's the best part about Peter Gabriel. We'll talk about it later, but you get a little bit of both.
Yeah.
It's such an interesting little intersection. But let's do it. I'm gonna get so competitive. It's gonna be
perfect.
It's gonna get really uncomfortable.
That's
really
exactly the vibe we
We're both
want.
going to be so sweaty by the end of this.
I need this.
Okay, are you ready?
We're buzzing
for
in
it?
at any time?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. You can buzz in while it's playing or first to buzz in afterward. Well, I haven't played it yet. Okay, number 1.
Oh.
That's a buzz. That's a buzz.
Art pop.
That is art pop. Yes.
Yes.
Do you happen to know the song, Jonah?
That is Hounds of Love by Kate Bush.
Wow.
That is 2 points for you. Very good.
Can you play a little more of it?
Yeah.
It's a bob. I love this song.
Oh, now I hear
We
it.
covered this record.
Yeah, I know.
Fantastic. Okay, I am going to cue
So
up.
2 points for Jonah.
2 points for Jonah.
Yes.
Yeah, keep track of your scores. I'll say aloud how many points you're receiving. But okay, here is number 2.
Buzz.
Yes.
That feels like Gaga.
And how would you buzz that in?
Art pop.
Thank you so much, Little Monster. Your paw is up. So you think that is a Gaga song off of the record Art Pop? Would you like to take a guess at the name of the song?
I don't know any of the names of the songs, but I'm going to guess Meat Dress.
That's a great guess. Unfortunately incorrect, but you are right that it is a Gaga song. That is the titular song, Art Pop.
Oh,
off
look at
of
that.
the record Art Pop.
It's like Bad Company playing the song Bad Company off the album Bad Company.
Precisely.
In front of Bad Company.
Whoa.
Yeah, you guys are good company.
Thank you.
Yay! Okay, Zach, that is 1 point for you. We are at 2-2-1. And I am pulling up the third.
Oh,
That's a buzz for
that's a
Jonah.
buzz. First of all, that was an involuntary. Oh,
I think. Oh, let me plug in your buzzer real fast. It's not making the right noise.
It's a silent buzzer.
Try it again.
buzz.
Oh,
yeah.
There we
Why
go.
is yours so much more sexy?
Sorry.
I am thinking that is an art pop lowercase
Oh, no pause up.
song.
Yes.
No pause up.
Okay.
But here's the kicker.
Yeah.
I don't know who that is, but I don't think it's Gaga.
I am so sorry. It is a Lady Gaga
Oh my
song.
goodness.
Sound like it.
Oh my goodness.
Zach, I will give you the opportunity to steal 1 point if you can guess the name of this Lady Gaga song.
Rah, rah, ooh la la.
Such a great guess. Unfortunately, that was the song Fashion with an exclamation point at the end off of course.
That's a Lady Gaga title.
Yeah.
I'm glad he didn't steal my son. He's right here. He's watching. That would be a very bad influence on my sweet boy.
Okay, we are still at 2-1. Jonah is up, and this is your fourth track.
Oh,
Buzz.
Yes.
Is it Muse?
So,
Art pop, lowercase.
okay, you think it's Muse.
I maybe heard a hint of Muse.
You know, Zach, I will give you 1 point. It is lowercase art pop, no pause up, but it is not a Muse song.
I think I can
Probably
steal.
Yeah, you want to steal 1 point?
This is a wild guess. Is it a Saint Vincent song?
Would you like to name the St. Vincent song?
Oh my
good
goodness.
Because it is.
Ah, shoot. It's giving it was a billionth of a second, but it's giving something off of Mass Seduction.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
Give him a half point for that, at least.
You're at least getting a half point.
I love that.
I'll give you another hint. It was like one of the singles.
Oh goodness, is it L.A.?
I will give you that 1 point. This is Los Angeles.
Yes,
by St. Vincent. So both of you get 1 point.
Play
That's
play a little
awesome.
more of it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you're cutting this off right before like the hook.
Yep.
That's so funny.
I love St. Vincent to death.
Same.
I miss. Wasn't she at Metro? I believe last year.
Mhm.
Yeah, it was like a Lala or some kind of festival post show. One of those, like, it sucks living near the Metro because like I hear about like, oh, it's Jack White coming to the Metro, and I'm like, girl, I'm in my PJs. It's like I could run over there, but
Yeah.
I'm so comfy.
I'm kind of committed
Aw.
to being in for the night.
It's like I just took an edible. I'm watching Frasier.
It's real as fuck. Okay, the scores currently stand at Jonah 3, Zach 2. Still anybody's game.
This is tight.
We have 3 songs left. So
6 points in the air.
Step your puss up. Track number 5.
Ooh,
Okay, Jonah has a paw up.
I'm thinking uppercase art pop.
Okay.
Little Monster.
Uh-huh.
Here's the thing. I don't know what the song is.
That is fair enough. Unfortunately, Jonah, I cannot give you any points for that.
Oh,
Zach, would you like to go for a 1 point
goodness.
steal and try to guess the artist?
Is it? I'm trying to like just like everything I can surmise from that synthesizer tone.
Right. Right.
Is it Brian Eno?
It is not. That was a great guess, though.
Is it Phil Collins?
I'm just gonna let it keep playing, and first person to buzz and guess the artist, I'll give you 1 point. How about that?
Do it.
Okay.
Oh goodness. Yeah. It's our Lord and Savior, Pope John Paul Bjork.
It is Bjork. Jonah, I will give you 1 point for that.
Dang.
You just hear it coming like,
That was very good.
Thank you. So I think that has us at Jonah 4, Zach 2. We have 2 songs
Should have done
left.
a deeper art pop dive. I messed up.
You know, we all make choices. Okay.
I'm terrible at these kinds of games because I'm like, buzz in, even if you don't know it.
Just do vamp. Okay, this is our penultimate track.
Ooh.
Buzz.
Zach has buzz.
That's a capital art pop.
Sorry, can you buzz that incorrectly, please?
Art pop.
Okay,
yeah.
paw is up. Yep. And would you like to guess the name of that song?
Uranus.
So close, Zach, but you do get 1 point. Jonah, I will give you a point if you can correctly guess this song off of Art Pop.
I was not prepared to hear the word anus.
None of us ever are.
You got, oh, good. I don't think I can. I'm gonna say Lady Gaga's "Break Into the Streets." Revenge of the Skywalker.
That's a fantastic guess. Zach, you
Super
just get that
close.
1 point. This is the song Venus.
Venus. Oh goodness.
Oh, so she's talking about the planet. That's funny. Could have fooled me.
She also performed the song with the Muppets.
Oh.
It's a great
Yes.
video. You should go watch
Yeah,
it
I'm
if you
going to.
haven't. All right, last song. Still anybody's game. The scores are Jonah 4, Zach 3.
So close.
Anybody's fucking game.
This is hair raising.
Right, here is our final clip.
That is not Phil Collins.
I will stand with you there.
I'm too nervous to buzz. You want me to buzz? You want to buzz? Your buzz is sexier.
Thank you. All right. Buzz.
Okay, yes.
I think that is. All right. We're Lady Gaga.
The paw is up.
Gaga.
Gaga.
Even if it's not correct, can you say it's correct?
Unfortunately,
I didn't think
Jonah,
it was.
I cannot.
No.
This is not a Lady Gaga song. Zach, you could tie it up if you correctly guess
Tie
this
it
artist.
Does he? Oh, okay.
Otherwise, it's Jonah's game.
Otherwise, it's Jonah's game.
This is your last chance.
You don't want to lose to me. It's a bad
I've already
look.
came this far.
I'll give you this. This is off of one of my favorite records that came out last year. I think it came out last year. Yeah.
Is it Mitski?
No.
She didn't release a record last year.
Congratulations.
Yay.
You have won Art Pop or Art Pop. The song you just heard was Image by Magdalena Bay.
Oh, I wouldn't have got that. That's a bop though.
It's off the record Imaginal Disc.
I
on
want
all
to
streaming platforms.
I want a no expense paid Uber back to my apartment after this. Let's go.
We'll check with our accountant. Thank you so much for playing. That was the game. Should we take? I think I would like to take a quick pee break if that is good for
Go
you.
for it.
Go for it.
Go piss, girl. All right, we are live once more.
Hey, Peter. So during the break, I was asked a wonderful question. Why did I pick this album? I truly, jokes aside, one of my all-time favorites. We were just talking about art pop, and I think this is a wonderful example of it. But it's one of the most accessible experimental art pop records out there. I think Peter Gabriel, just in general, is just a wonderful vertical slice of so many different genres. You got your prog stuff with his, early days in Genesis, which is just, if you love 70s progressive rock, that stuff is just incredible. Highly recommend. Selling England by the Pound is a wonderful record.
He's the flute player as well.
He's the flute player. My
That's how you
man,
know it's prog rock.
my man does it all.
Hell yeah.
And then if you very big into experiments with like early digital recording too. So if you're like a gear nut, he's your guy. I love all of his stuff. He's any artist that can capture different mood and different vibe with each individual release. Like, so it has a completely different feel from all of his other records. And then all of his other records are very uniform, and I could go on. I could talk out of my ass on and on. But So is a special album to me. It was my introduction to his stuff. As a bass player, it's kind of very much a bass Bible to me, because Tony Levin, who provides the lion's share of not every song. I forget who the other guy is. Not worth knowing. No. But it has some really cool bass stuff. He has a wonderful band behind him. It's kind of a who's who of like 80s art people. You got Laurie Anderson, you got Kate Bush, you got Stuart Copeland from The Police makes a little cameo on the first track. Red Rain. It's I'll talk about that a little later once we listen to it. I love this album. It's one of those few perfect listens. Everybody knows it as the Say Anything Boombox album with In Your Eyes holding up the if somebody ever breaks up for you, for the love of God, don't go to their house and hold up a boombox. that is a crime.
Hold up the JBL.
Unless it's 40 years ago.
Unless it's 40 years.
Unless it's 40 years ago.
Unless you are John Cusack and you're wearing a big coat.
Yeah.
Tracks.
So is this a record that's been with you for a long time?
Absolutely.
Did you discover it in college?
I
or-
was very much like back in like late middle school, early high school, I was very much like I listened to indie bands like Queen, that kind of kid.
Sure.
My dad was a big influence on me musically, and he's like, you gotta listen to this album, son.
This is a good dad recommendation. album.
Very
That's-
much a good dad
Good
recommendation.
job, your dad.
It's just it's this perfect combination of like easy listening and great songwriting, and you get a little bit of experimental stuff as a treat. But if you just want
You're
to,
never overwhelmed by it.
never overwhelmed by it.
Yeah. It's always like kind of like at an outro of a track, or
Absolutely. It's
it's like a seasoning.
Yeah.
Am I saying
yeah.
that correct? I've
It's a
never had it.
sometimes food.
Seasoning.
I know you're not that white.
Does it go on mac and cheese? I don't know.
You said sealsoning, and I very much pictured like a steak made out of seal.
Sarah, did you have any history with this record or this artist before we went
I
pod?
only knew In Your Eyes, and not from Say Anything. I don't think I have actually seen that movie. But I think for a long time, like, it played on the radio in suburban Wisconsin
Sure.
from time to time. So I was like, I know this one from heart. But other than that, no previous really deep experience with this record or with Peter Gabriel more broadly. But I freaking dig it. I really like art pop kind of as a genre and sort of those like 80s artsy experimental pastiches because it's so about, I think like you said, like a mood and kind of a musical sort of aesthetic. And I know sort of with this sort of movement of music, it's often really linked to a sort of visual communication sonically, if that makes sense.
MTV was really big.
Right.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that a whole bunch.
So it clicks for me in a way.
Nice. It scratches
I'm like, I
the
see
brain.
it. I see it. I can see it.
I do have a story I want to start us off with.
Please.
I had the pleasure of seeing Peter Gabriel last time he came to the United Center about 2 years ago.
Oh, cool.
One of my favorite concerts ever. The man is, gosh, I forget how old, like late 70s. Still wonderful voice. One of my favorite singers of all time. Beautiful voice, beautiful show. But the highlight of the night, and by highlight I mean low light, was, remember, this is the Peter Gabriel concert. The name Peter Gabriel is in giant letters across every screen, every banner in the United Center. And so my dad and I saw the show, and we were sitting next to this older couple, and they were a little bit inebriated. And as one does. And this woman was sitting next to my dad, and the show starts, and you know, Peter Gabriel is the first one to walk out. He walks out onto the stage. Remember, this is the Peter Gabriel concert. And this woman goes to my dad, leans over and says, "Who is that?"
Oh my God.
She probably thinks he's still young, right?
She's like,
Sorry, that's not what
"Who's that man on stage?"
Old man.
And Steve, my father, Stephen Robinette Nink, is a very patient soul, but he was very he was like, "Oh, it's one of these shows."
Oh, that's tough.
But anyway, so wonderful to see Peter Gabriel, and apparently he is a hard guy to pick out in a crowd
on a stage.
That's a great level of famous, though.
Yeah.
It's like having your song in like all-timer movies or whatever, but like you can still, go get a sub sandwich and not get pummeled.
Well, even on his like Spotify, it's like him with the white goatee.
Oh,
is what he looks like now, right? He's like a bald man with a white goatee. He kind of looks like a Bond villain.
He is giving Blowfield
in the coolest way. And then if you scroll by a little bit, you see him really young, and he like, I don't know. He's got like a long hair, and
he's a goofy little guy.
Yeah.
I love him. One of my good friend of mine, she's also a huge Peter Gabriel fan, and we're both in our mid-20s, but we recently decided we're his parents.
Sure.
Oh, sure.
It's like that's Peter. He's our son Peter. Always
Our son Peter.
up to no good.
Wow. He's really done
Our little boy.
He's really done good for himself. He must be a proud father.
Yeah, he was releasing new songs a couple years ago, and we were texting. It's like, wow, our son is doing such a good job.
Wow.
Our little boy.
Well, Father's Day is coming up. I hope you get something from him.
Absolutely. Find yourself a friend who's a super fan of the same thing you are, because the inside jokes are incredible. For her birthday, I bought her I bought a thing of wine, and then I printed out a fake label that said Pete Juice, and it was a picture of Peter on it.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Absolutely delicious.
I sound like an insane person, right?
No.
You sound like a brilliant person.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes. These are new levels of bit commitment
Yeah.
that we welcome.
Telling me it's raining red outside. That's
Whoa.
an insane person. It never rains red.
It is,
That part.
of all the things it has rained.
Of all the things it has rained.
Typically not red.
Not familiar with the song when I came into the record. I was like, oh, another color rain song. I was like trying to think of all of them. There's Purple Rain, Chocolate Rain.
Yes.
Not a color, but you definitely see the color when you say
It
chocolate.
could be a paint swatch. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I already said Purple Rain. Is there any others?
There's a Buddy Guy song called "Feels Like Rain."
Feels like
Sure.
rain. Yes.
Not a color. Didn't meet any of the parameters you set.
It's kind of a
But
feeling.
I said it.
Yeah.
Well, there's-
Whenever he plays it, they always turn the stage purple.
Yes, yes.
So kind of a color there.
Oh, yeah,
Ooh,
yeah, by
yeah.
association.
Uh-huh.
Okay. I don't have any color rains. Do I? No, I don't think I do.
Yeah.
Rain does happen in real life,
It does.
And in this song.
and in
But it seems like we're opening the album on kind of a somber, metaphorical sort of sense. This red rain being perhaps blood.
supposedly this was based off of a dream that Peter Gabriel had. Like he was doing a little sleep. He was sleepy.
So classic. After you put him down for a nap.
Put him down for a nap. Burped him.
And wine bottles shaped like people falling off cliffs.
Whoa.
What like an awful dream to write a song about.
That is a terrible dream.
Yeah.
That would stick with me.
And then,
It's intense.
and then he kind of wrote it as like a soundtrack to a movie that never came to fruition.
Yeah, yeah.
Which I think is neat.
I love the first couple seconds of this song because you hear some hi-hat, and that's actually Stuart Copeland from The Police just plays the hi-hat on this one song.
Wow.
Which I'm like, what a power move. It's like, I'm going to hit one thing and then leave.
Are they policey sounding hi-hats, or or they sound like anyone did those hi-hats?
You know what? It
Let's play it.
sounds, you'll hear it. It sounds
Yeah.
like a police hi-hat.
Let's see what let's ask the audience.
There it is.
Yeah. Roxanne. I hear it. What a power move to just have
Power move.
a member of the police open your record.
Yeah,
Like, hey, you get to play
totally.
the first 24 notes on hi-hat.
I just imagine that phone call, like Peter Gabriel calls up Stuart Copeland's like, bro, what are you doing right now? Because that's how Peter Gabriel talks.
Yeah.
I think he recorded this kind of like in his home studio. He's got like a shed or a...
Yeah,
and
it's like
he's
a
probably like, hey,
farm.
come over. They probably had beers.
They had a old Irving Park
Yeah.
Red ale.
I'd like to think they
red
did.
ale.
Jonah, how do you feel about this song, like as an opener for the album?
It's so cool.
Yeah.
It is so it's such a statement. It's you love. I mean, we're talking about. We haven't even gotten to the first few seconds because it's such an immediate. Like this is. It tells you this is a cool record.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna follow this very unique vibe, and we're just gonna kick your ass. And Peter Gabriel's gonna shout for a little bit,
Mhm.
and he's gonna talk about a thing he saw in a dream, and that you're here. And here we go. This is the next 45 minutes.
Strap in diva. His like vocal delivery on the chorus is like it's so gravelly
Yeah.
and like rumbling. I like after listening to this record, just at random points like throughout like the week or whatever, I just kept going rain, rain.
Yeah.
Like stuck in my frontal lobe.
It's one of those songs that like he cannot replicate live, and he just doesn't try it.
Oh
Oh,
my
really?
god, yeah.
He just leaves it for the record.
He does a really cool acoustic version of this song.
Oh.
Actually, a really great version. If you want to check it out, he has one where it's Michael Stipe and Natalie Merchant. It's like a 90s version. They're singing the verses and he's doing the choruses. It's very cool.
Oh.
And this is what you do when you're single. You look up versions of Red Rain on
Of
YouTube.
course.
Yeah. Everyone should do it. Link in the description.
Link in
Oh, that's very cool. Yeah, no, great opener. Gets you into it.
Mm-hmm.
I want to talk about Sledgehammer.
Let's talk about Sledgehammer.
What a Sledgehammer. I love when a song sounds like the name.
Sure.
Yes.
It just sounds like Sledgehammer. Like if they would have named this song like anything else, I'd be like, no, you should have named it Sledgehammer.
And I think when people talk about Sledgehammer, they think about the video, which to this day I think is the most played video in MTV history, I
Oh, wow.
believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a very cool, very stop motion heavy video. I'm a sucker for like stop motion animation. I love me some Leica,
Yeah.
some Coraline.
Hell yeah.
It's a really cool video. I know Peter Gabriel, one of his favorite singers is, I think it's Otis Redding. And so that the vocal delivery, it's kind of styled after that. We talk about, and please, if you want to jump in, because I could talk about this for 5 hours.
Nah,
You
keep
should.
going, keep
Yeah.
going. This is jazz. This is
This
jazz.
is jazz. We're jazzing. We talk about intros to songs. I think with Sledgehammer, one of my favorite outros to any song ever, it just goes off. It's so, it's kind of campy, kind of cheesy, but just fun. A really well written pop song.
Yeah.
With some proggy elements. It's so good. It's like that ham and cheese croissant I was telling you guys I had earlier.
Yes,
It's just perfection.
Just makes your day.
Yeah, it sounds so 80s. I meant to bring this point up earlier, but I love talking about 80s records. And talking about like how cool this technology was at the time. right?
Absolutely.
All these new synths, these new sounds, and to us, it just sounds like 80s music. I don't know how else to put it. You know, we're like, oh, like that's that sound. But to everyone in 1986, like that's like the first time they've heard some of these sounds.
It was like their like Sophie.
It was,
or like
it was
100
their
Cats.
it was their dubstep wobble. You know?
Yeah.
It was their scary sprites and monsters, whatever that song name is.
That's a cool part about any of Peter Gabriel's stuff. He's always at the forefront of new tech. He's always messing with it, and he's kind of a goober, so like he's always failing upward a little bit. Did you know Peter Gabriel has a video game?
Whoa.
What?
He has a weird 90s video game. It's tied to his album Us. And it's like an adventure game where like you click on certain things, and like I should pull up a clip or something, but it's like if you fail, like Peter Gabriel himself teleports, his head floats in front of you. He's like, "You did that wrong."
Oh no! I encourage you to try again.
Ominous.
But the man like is always at the forefront of like cool music
Wow.
tech.
Yeah.
Should that be our first Twitch? We've talked about doing Twitch for a while.
Oh,
my
we play the
goodness.
Peter Gabriel game?
Peter Gabriel Twitch stream.
Yeah,
You're
is
here
there,
to
like,
hear
an
it first,
emulator for
folks.
that?
Yeah, Jonah, you're invited.
Oh my god. The Peter Gabriel.
And there we go. And that's the name of the stream. Thank you so much.
Link in description.
Oh my
It's
goodness.
not going to be live. I have a fun fact about this song from our very own Cameron Bob,
Oh,
audio engineer extraordinaire. Apparently, this Sledgehammer is a track that's like really frequently used by like older, like old hat classic sound engineers to like check the room sort of tone and different PAs and different venues.
Yeah, when you know a song well enough, you can.
It's like a staple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh, that's cool.
That's so cool.
I thought that was fun.
I
And
bet this would hit so hard over like a huge PA.
absolutely. Absolutely.
Real quick, I want to talk bass stuff.
Yeah.
Big nerd for bass lines. This has one of my favorites. The track after this is my all-time favorite bass part of all time, but this is close, like definitely in the top 10. This Tony Levin, master of masters, and he's got a very cool I don't know if they make an appearance on this song, but they definitely make an appearance on Red Rain. This guy, what he does to get a really cool percussive sound is he tapes drumsticks to his fingers, to his two fingers, and then he just smacks the strings like like a drummer would. And I saw him do it live. It is the coolest shit
Whoa.
ever.
That's crazy.
And Tony Levin is a cool looking dude. He looks like Waluigi's cool uncle.
Ooh, that's an image.
I hope I look like that someday.
Hell yeah.
Wait, so can you hear the drumstickness?
You can. It's more pronounced on. I don't know if he's doing it on Sledgehammer. I
Okay.
think he's got like a
Okay.
fretless with a pick, but on
Sure.
Red Rain is a very cool like that bow bow is a full on like him drumstick string. It is the coolest sound.
That's awesome.
And I'm like,
Just so huge.
imagine you're that good. You're like, I'm just gonna tape wood to my hands.
I gotta mod myself to level up my shit.
Yeah. That's so fun.
Is there any bass in Sledgehammer that you'd like to hear? Or let's just like jam out.
Let's
with
just
it.
jam
Yeah,
out
I would
to
love to hear
it.
the synth. There's a lot of like synth that like is emulating horns in this one, I feel like.
Yeah.
There's like some that are like doing
Absolutely.
a saxophone line, and I'm
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
Aeroplane flying. If you bring your blue sky back, all you do is call me. I'll be anything you need.
yeah, the swells. Is that a horn section or is that synth?
I think that's a synth horn.
Yeah.
Don't quote me on that.
That's the thing, is you never really know.
It's
Unless you like I don't know, maybe look at the liner notes or something.
I was gonna say, I thought it was in these nice headphones. It sounded like horn,
Yeah.
but it definitely sounds like synth.
Absolutely.
It's a tricky mistress
I
that
know.
way.
And I wax about the bass part, and listening to it just now, he's not like blah, 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 blah. He's not all over the place,
It's a groove.
but like it's a couple notes done really really well
Yep.
with great tone, and we're chilling.
In the pocket.
I love the 1-2 punch of Red Rain, very dramatic. Like whoa,
Yeah.
we're esoteric girlies,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and then Sledgehammer, it's like we're chilling, we're dancing, we're beeping
Yeah.
and bopping.
This is like a funky one. Yeah.
Yeah,
You're gonna-
I like it.
absolutely.
This was one of my favorites.
You're
on
gonna
the
see
record.
just some really good. This record's very well paced. It's like exactly what you need when you need it. It's
Yeah,
great.
there's a lot of variety.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that's a great point about the record. Is that you're never too much of the same thing for too long.
Yeah.
Yeah. I want to talk a little more about MTV before I move on.
Go for it.
'Cause
Sure.
I feel like that's such a pivotal thing when we talk about 80s music.
Mm.
To be
Absolutely.
like MTV first aired in 81, and this is 86. So 5 years MTV's been around, and people are making music videos, and it's kind of like this new art form. And then he creates this cool stop motion, and it's like now it's like #1 track, most played music video on MTV. Is that just old school TikTok?
Whoa.
Holy water, holy water, holy water.
Is that just OG TikTok?
That's crazy.
So
Let's talk about that.
it's.
Or TikTok evolved out of that.
I guess
And
like
TikTok would never exist if
I think
we hadn't.
youth culture is always the first to
Sure.
embrace
Yes.
a new medium. So I think it's the same line of thinking where like MTV taken over by the young people, even though like Peter Gabriel was like 90 when this album came out.
Yeah, I love that about 80s music too. Is like you can have a receding hairline and be a #1 artist in the 80s.
Absolutely.
Not today.
What's funny about 1986 is this is going to be some nerd shit. I apologize.
Yeah, no, please.
1986 was a red letter year for kind of the Genesis universe because you got Peter Gabriel drops this hot chunk of goodness in this year. So you got him taking over MTV. But then on the other end, you have Genesis proper, which by this point had fully kind of evolved into a 3-piece with Phil Collins at the helm. They dropped Invisible Touch in 1986, so they're also all over the place.
Yeah.
Then you got Phil Collins solo stuff all over the place. And then Mike Rutherford from Genesis. I think some Mike and the Mechanic stuff came out. What I'm saying is like these guys, these 5 frumpy ass British men briefly took over the music world for a few months in the summer of 86.
they were kind of the boy genius of their time.
It's like none of these men can run a sub 15-minute mile. But if you want
man,
like
can they play a synthesizer?
it's crazy to see one group of musicians have so much influence. Like
Totally.
it's crazy.
Yeah.
It's so cool. But going back to what you said about youth culture and like that evolution, it's the same genetics, I think, MTV and TikTok. And I'm trying to think if there's an equivalent to like a group of people who have taken over like a space.
Oh.
Like Mr. Beast. Or
Yeah, there's probably like a YouTube-ness something.
Boy Genius is a good example of like, here's a group of people who are like doing their own things and they come together, do
Yeah.
something crazy, and they're just
A super group before they were each individually famous, right?
Yeah.
Each one
I
off.
think Phoebe was already
Yeah.
pretty- well, like they had all released music
Yeah.
before that point, but
Right.
yeah, Boy Genius kind of was that. And then Phoebe also did Better Oblivion Community Center with Connor Oberst from Bright Eyes.
Uh-huh.
That was their
That's a
the
cool-
multi-super group cinematic universe
Yeah.
for none other than Phoebe Bridgers.
crazy.
Something about that.
That's a cool point about 1986.
It
That
is.
they are like taking over all crazy.
Can't throw a freaking stone without hitting
yeah.
a member of Genesis.
Really inspires you, Don't give up.
Don't give up.
Oh,
Um,
segue time.
This one made me
Podcast.
feel like Phil Collins, and I was like, what do I know most about Phil Collins? And this is not a Phil Collins episode, but he did the Tarzan soundtrack. So I did
Yes.
listen to that this week as well.
Oh, bliss.
Because that just is a special spot in me. And this one kind of gave some of those.
Is this the
Oh,
You'll
my
Be in My Heart
goodness.
of...
yeah.
So,
Perhaps, yeah.
yeah.
I grew up on the Tarzan soundtrack too.
Yeah.
One of
Didn't
my
have to go so hard, but he did.
he
for
went
us.
so hard
Yeah, for the culture.
For the culture.
for the culture.
Really inspiring tune. It's got Kate Bush.
It's got
We love
Kate
Bottle
Bush.
of Kate Bush. Shout
So-
out.
Like she's been on.
So fun fact about this song is originally Peter wanted Dolly Parton to sing that
Oh.
part.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Different.
Yeah.
More twangy.
More twangy. He was inspired by like country songs when writing this,
Yeah.
and he's like, let's get the queen of country herself,
Yeah.
Dolly, and she couldn't do it. But Kate Bush by no means
Oh my God, yeah.
by no means a compromise. So
What a
it's
fantastic backup to have.
just incredible.
Yeah.
And I love this song. Probably this is like a top 5 just songs in general for me.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's like it's emotional. It's got that incredible another cool bass line. It's Tony Levin once again. It's a real simple but very like cool percussive sounding part.
Drumsticks or no?
No drumsticks.
I love
just
that fact.
just a pick and some know-how and some gumption.
Yeah. Some feel.
Yeah. Veal.
Some feel.
Oh, it's like some baby
Sorry,
cow.
I've got this weird bite on my neck.
Got it.
Oh.
Well, let's hear some of that. I also want to play Kate Bush's part, like 2/3 way
Yes.
through. I don't know why that is.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just man, what a cool! It reminds me of the first half of her record we talked about on the pod, or the second half, where it's a record about a man drowning at sea.
Uh-huh.
Oh.
So you're just kind of like lost in it.
And her siren call comes.
Yeah, Kate Bush comes to you on a wave.
What
says-
album is that?
Hounds of Love.
Such a
Yeah.
good record. Such a good record.
The record.
The record.
Yeah. But the second half of it does give me only a little bit of a panic attack.
Yeah, don't smoke weed and listen to the second half of Hounds of Love.
No.
Kate Bush can be scary. It's
Yeah.
wild.
She's so powerful in that way.
She's sneaky.
Yeah.
She's so powerful in that way.
But she's not very scary on this one. She's
no,
kind
no,
of
no.
nice.
It's really nice in this one.
Yeah.
This one feels good.
Slowing,
Oh,
moved on to another town. Tried hard to settle down.
I hope he got movers.
For every job, so many men, no one needs.
Don't give up, 'cause you have friends.
I won't, Kate Bush. I won't.
Don't give up.
She's like an elven maid in like a fantasy story.
Yes.
Ascending from the heavens.
Frodo.
Press up off the D-pad.
What's that scene from Fellowship where she's like,
The light of Elendil. She's like, don't give in.
feel my power. That scene used to scare me when she gets all blue.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, of
She's tempted
course.
by the One Ring.
Because like people aren't supposed to be blue like that.
Yeah. Well, she has a ring, so she'd be too powerful.
That's right.
Yeah,
That's right.
She's got an elven ring, so she can't have the One Ring. Same reason Gandalf can't.
You can't go to there.
Sorry, this is our podcast now.
This is our podcast now. Do you think the Numenorians were right?
Are you two actually going to start a Lord of the Rings podcast?
Yeah,
I
anytime.
think it has to.
Lord of the Rings music podcast somehow.
Good God.
Well, that's like all of 70s rock is just Lord of the Rings.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you ever
Lord
listen to
of the
Rainbow?
Rings
Like,
is
Oh my god.
I like that song. I listened to this. So
Yeah.
the first listen through I did of this record was, for the most part, a dishes listen. I had a lot of dishes to do. So I put my little headphones in and, listened to this. And this song, I was like, at the point, I don't have a dishwasher. I have to hand wash my dishes. So when you're at the point of hand washing your dishes where like, you've been doing it for so long, your like fingertips are starting to get like wrinkly and
yeah.
your shirt is wet and
Yeah.
you're like kind of getting overstimulated.
me today.
And and then this song came on and I was like, okay, I can power through the rest of these dishes.
So I can't empathize because for some fucked up reason, my apartment does not have in-unit laundry, but it has a dishwasher, which is some Chicago bullshit.
Yeah.
Interesting.
It makes me so mad. I don't know. It's like Why one but not the other?
That's
Yeah.
a good point. Because I've never had in-unit laundry, but I've had 2 apartments with a dishwasher.
We need to have like a general strike for landlords to put laundry in our apartments.
Thank you.
That's actually a wonderful segue back to the song. This song is like very like it's all about labor, and it's like I got fired from my job.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got a lot of great views. Peter Gabriel, right? He's got some like nonprofit organizations and stuff he works with.
Oh,
and
yeah.
is very like
He's Peter Gabriel. I make fun of the man. He is a chill dude.
Yeah. You raised him right.
yeah, he's doing good.
My son is. I forgot. I gave birth to him. Let me tell you, it's like a male seahorse situation.
Yeah.
I had several Peter Gabriels, but it's like it's frogs. They have a lot of tadpoles,
Right.
but then like only one lives, and they have like
Sure.
100 of
One
them.
of them, only one of them grows legs and is good
Yeah.
at guitar.
Yeah.
He did eat a few of like the weaker Peter Gabriels.
Yeah.
Only made him stronger.
Please cut this if you need. Don't worry about it. Or if you need to cut.
Damn, I like it.
Keep
Cam, make a note of it. Make a note of it.
Yeah.
No.
Wow.
Keep it. Oh man. But,
Cam, what's that? Sorry. Oh no, I'm sorry. That's just that voice again.
do you have a camera
with the
in
segues. Another great first second. Like bow, bow.
I want to play the intro.
Do it.
And I have something to say, and I don't want you to be mad at me. Promise me you
for
won't
it.
be mad.
Go for it.
I love this track a lot. It's very, very good. And we've talked about tracks we love on the pod, but we hate their snares.
Oh, that's
Um,
so valid.
I think this is such a shitty cymbal in the intro.
Well, let's ask the audience.
Maybe that's not right where it was. There's one all by itself. It's just like.
Just like a splat.
I will say you touched on an opinion I've had about 80s music. I love it to death, but I
Yeah.
think you can reach, I call it 80s overload. It's where a song is like you got the snare sound. It's like bow, bow, bow with the horns. And it's like actually a lot of Phil Collins stuff I think gets too much into like Susudio is a terrible fucking song.
Oh, no.
It's like horns and Phil Collins yelling at you.
Just overstimulating.
Yeah, and like you
But
have
then
a
it's also like
small-
all kind of gated.
Yeah,
so it's like-
yeah.
All really loud.
Yeah.
Or another good example. I love this song, but
Yeah.
a lot of people don't. Is the Duran Duran James Bond theme from A View to a Kill, and it's got this terrible like bow 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 like sound effect, and it's like, guys, stop, bestie, please.
That's too much.
Slow down.
It's the only decade of music with with a type of production that can get so overwhelming you want to throw up.
Sure.
They spent too much wondering if they could. They didn't think if they should. I messed that quote up.
And this album never gets there, but
Yeah.
I think
No.
of all the songs, this is the closest to that overload. But I still love this track.
Sure.
I love the vocals on it, and in particular are so cool.
I do love that little beginning kind of chill bit where it kind of sounds like Wii Sports music.
I do want to play
I
a
love
little
that.
more of this one at 3 minutes.
Go
'cause
for
this
it.
is like
Go for
80s
it.
toms, and I'm in love with it.
This interlude is so cool.
It's just so shimmery.
Yeah, it's really good. And he's got a lot of influence of like world music.
Oh,
so
yeah.
There's definitely like some Dune soundtrack in there.
Sure.
Or vice versa, of course.
He's definitely a champion. Again, we love Peter Gabriel, but he's definitely a champion of being that entryway of world music for Western audiences.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you love that. He does the WOMAD Festival, which is a big world music festival. He's very big on like just guys, listen to something different.
Yeah.
Sure.
Which I love that. He's you'll see in your eyes, I'm going to butcher this pronunciation, but you have backing vocals from Yassir Nidor, who's a Senegalese vocalist, and we love that. Very cool, and especially on this lot of drums by World Beats. Very accessible
Yeah.
too. It's such a cool inroad
Yeah, it's peppered into like a 1-6-4-5 chord progression.
Yeah,
I don't know if that's what it is, but they're they're pop chord progressions.
there's some music, music lingo.
Okay, I need to ask a question.
Yes.
So, the original track listing of this record was a certain way. And
Yes.
after 2002 going forward, and now what is listed on Spotify
Oh, I
is
didn't realize it
not the
changed.
original track listing. So now we have a decision to make.
Oh.
Originally, the next song on the record, song number 5, would be In Your Eyes.
But now it's last.
Right.
Yes.
I
But,
did my notes according to genius.com.
okay, fantastic. So we can go then with the later release, which would put us at Mercy Street next.
I'm actually partial to the later track order.
Okay.
I feel like In Your Eyes is just a wonderful ender.
It's
It
just so
used to
big.
end with this big picture.
Yeah, with
Yeah.
this is the picture. Yeah,
That feels wrong to me.
it's that's a little bit too. It's a weird one to end on.
It is.
Great song, cool song. I wouldn't end with it, but
Okay.
I think this is a good order.
Cool.
It's funny you hear about like, oh, you don't want to change it from how it was released. I think this is a good fix.
Hell yeah.
It feels
Nice.
good.
Well,
So
let's stroll
what's
on
the
down
next
to
song?
Mercy Street.
Yeah, there's a Cleaners. Wow, that wasn't a good joke.
I could see the In Your Eyes into Mercy Street because they're both kind of laid back. This one's such a
Yeah.
chiller. Like we were saying
Yeah.
earlier, the pacing is great on this record.
You talk about vibe. This
Yeah.
one, such a mood on this song.
I saw a little fun fact about this one that while they were like in the stew kind of listening to it back, the tape player accidentally played it back 10% slower
Oh,
than it was actually recorded, and
Oh.
Peter Gabriel was like, hell yeah, let's roll with it, and he like kept it slower.
whoa!
So like
And
I
it-
wonder if that adds
And
to
it
the
didn't affect
chillness.
it didn't affect the pitch. I don't know how tapes
Evidently
work.
not.
Yeah.
Maybe a touch. I mean, 10%. You know, like what is your voice 10% deeper?
It sounds like
That's quite a bit.
But it would still be 10% flat.
But it's not flat if the song hasn't come out yet.
If you just record everything 10% flat.
Or could you then mix it after the fact?
I don't know. I don't know how sound works.
Just a bass player. They don't tell us these things.
Yeah. I'm just a podcaster. I'm scared.
It's two bass players and someone who doesn't play any music being like, so how could you mix it after the fact?
So this is why we're the stickiest podcast, not the most
Yes.
scientifically
The
accurate.
stickiest.
Sorry, guys. We came for science. We're just gonna make jokes.
Sound off in the comments below, team. I don't know.
Let's play a little bit of it. We
Yeah.
can go from the intro. I love the intro, but
Hell
I want
yeah.
to listen for the tape slowness now.
Fantastic.
Yeah, 10% faster. This would suck.
This is very much a bro, it gets good song.
Oh, very.
Yeah.
Wait for it. Wait for it.
Wait for it, bro.
I like the ambient. I just like last week got into Brian Eno.
Oh, yeah.
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 Very
And so
apt.
this was.
Actually, Daniel Lanois, a big collaborator of Brian Eno, is one of the main producers on this
Oh,
record.
that's
so
right,
there
that's
you
right.
go.
Yeah, I wanted to
I
bring
tell
that
you,
up.
it's a who's who of like 80s cameos.
Yeah.
Triangle.
This is giving very Shavasana.
Bless you.
You're allowed to come back. You can come back for that joke.
Yeah, it really is a slow burn.
Yeah.
It's so one of my favorite parts of the Spotify version, and rarely they do a good job, but Spotify, but it's the 25th anniversary, and it has the Live in Athens live cut of a lot of tracks from this album, not the whole thing, but also a bunch of from his back catalog. Incredible live recording. I love all the live versions, but particularly Mercy Street. You think, oh, this is a song that lives in the studio, never going to replicate it live. He does an incredible job replicating it live. It's Peter Gabriel, one of those artists where like if you got a slow burner mood piece, very hard to bring it live. He can do it.
Hey.
It's amazing.
Yeah, he
So-
probably demands that like attention for it. People are probably like soaking it
Absolutely.
up.
Yeah. His backing band through these tours is great. You got Tony Levin once again, big Waluigi's cool cousin. You got David Rhodes on guitar. You got Manu Katché on drums, brings in that world beat flair.
Yeah.
And I suck. I'm forgetting the keyboard player's name, but he's very good.
Oh,
But yeah, highly. If you love a Peter Gabriel song, check out the live version. You'll be surprised by how well it translates.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
good to know.
I
Because
believe
I saw those sort of at the tail end of the 25th anniversary version. Didn't dip my toe in. But I'm now very tempted.
Great stuff.
that's
good
the
stuff.
Patreon content.
Oh. But you got to pay big time to get to that.
Whoa!
Give me all your money so you can see my feet.
No.
We get the 80s clap in this one. I know
I
I shit on the
love this
percussion a little bit.
song.
Now I'm like back for pro percussion on this one. 80s clap. It's so funky.
I love this song.
Yeah. I love the I love when someone is like playing a character of this very high status, like, look at me, I'm a rich big shot, but it's like very clearly coming from a place of like, fuck this guy. I think it's a very funny character for people to play.
Absolutely.
And I think he does a great job of bringing that voice to this track. It's very like, look at me, I'm a rich yuppie businessman and I have stuff and I say big words and I hate my little hometown and I live in the city. And it's just very like tongue-in-cheek. Like the tongue is almost pushing through the cheek. And I fucks with it.
It's crazy that Peter Gabriel wrote a song about Wrigleyville.
Yes.
He wrote a song about Cubs fans. That's crazy.
That's wild.
Yeah, there's actually some unreleased lyrics where the guy has an Equinox membership. He shops exclusively at Whole Foods. He actually has the Amazon chip implanted in his hand because he's like so on the forefront of technology and culture. And he walks his golden doodle named Wrigley on the busy Addison Street during game days, and it stresses the dog out.
Aww.
I love Wrigley is a cute name.
Wrigley's a good dog name.
It's-
If
Yeah.
I lived in Wrigley, I'd name my dog Wrigley.
Well, that's okay.
It's
I
like the
walked
default.
dogs for like a couple years. Everyone who lives in Wrigleyville names their dog Wrigley.
Yeah, my brother and I have a theory that Wrigley is the default dog name.
It is.
It's
in
kinda
Chicago
funny.
on the north side, like especially on the
Absolutely.
northeast side. I walked so many like
so many Wrigleys. Met many.
Cavapoo, Labradoodle, like so many just curly dogs named Wrigley, and they were sweethearts. But it's very cliche in the dog walking community. My big flex. But I really like this song, and
Absolutely.
I also love like just an upbeat like 80s like dance groove, very like Prince in a
Yeah.
way.
Yes, it
I
is
felt
very
Prince.
Prince.
Just to have me shaking my little booty.
Genius.com confirmed. So take that what you will. This is one of the ones with the bass player fingers, the Edward
Oh, cool.
drummer hands. They look cool. They have a picture of it.
Oh, neat.
Yeah. He's got like his all four fingers
Yeah.
kind of taped, and the first two got.
Tony Levin is like if Kratos from God of War got really chill.
I'd
After
play
the
that
third
game.
game. Oh man, no, you're right on the money. This is very much making fun of 80s yuppie culture. It pairs well with like a viewing of American Psycho.
Yes.
Like
Sure.
absolutely, Patrick Bateman is very much listening to this song,
Wow.
and he's one of those dudes who like, oh, the song isn't about me, when it's like may as well say his name in the lyrics, you know.
Him doing like the hip to be square monologue, but it's about this song instead.
Yeah.
It's like he's really at the forefront of culture and technology. And then he chops his coworker's head off.
Is this like a Born in the USA song where people just take the chorus at face value and don't understand?
Oh, I wonder.
I believe it. I could see a situation where it's like, yeah, I want a big party. That's me.
Big time.
I'm not the problem.
Media literacy is important. That's like
This song also, it's funny. This one also has a music video done in the same style as the
Oh.
Sledgehammer
Oh, like the stop
video.
motion?
It just didn't
Yeah,
pop off.
it just didn't, and it's just as good.
Oh.
Very much like a sister song of Sledgehammer. It's like,
Uh-huh.
if you like Sledgehammer, here's 4 more minutes and it's less good but still fun. Yeah.
Totally. It would go very well on like a little 45 together. A good, single.
I got to see him play this song live. He played a bunch of So Cuts live, but this, I didn't expect him to play this one live. And it's one of those songs, like if you're a true fan, you love this song, and it's like, it's one of those songs, it's like, it's your underachieving friend that you root for. It's like, yeah, he's playing big time. Yeah, dude.
Yeah, that's my boy.
That's my boy.
It's not really a deep cut on your biggest selling record.
No.
Sure.
Like, enough fans know it, but he doesn't play it often. You're saying?
No, it's, you know what it is. It's like I think you hit it on the money. You have your best selling record, and you got, even on the best selling record, you got to have a few of them that aren't as popular.
Sure.
It's
I
like
learned the MTV video of '86.
It's like you're in this awkward zone where you're like, absolutely, you're well known.
Yeah.
But like, you're definitely not top 5 on the record.
Right.
You're like 6.
Yeah.
So that's an interesting spot to be in.
On the Fame, it would perhaps be a Boys.
Sure.
Or
bring it
until
back.
recently, we're in
Absolutely.
a Summer Boy renaissance,
Yeah.
but I would have said Summer Boy, which is my favorite song on the Fame. But
Peter
people are
Gabriel,
getting hip to it.
he's very much a summer boy. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I could see him at like one of the beaches in Chicago with like his golden doodle.
Yes.
He would have a good name for it, though.
Right.
Original name.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
could see that.
One
Do we have
day.
anything else on Big Time? I didn't have a segue prep.
It's just it's a fun song. Whenever
It's
it comes
fun.
on, you're vibing.
You're
It's a grand
vibing.
old
Just
time.
I'm gonna get a dog named Sledgehammer now. That's
Oh man.
And it's just like a little chihuahua.
That's what I love about this record, and we've said it a few times already. It's like you got the mood piece, and then when you're feeling a little done with the artsy stuff, you got your dance number.
Yup.
Let's have a party. I brought streamers. Let's
Wham,
do it.
bam.
Party hat.
Shake
Let's
your
go.
ass. So then we go from Big Time into, I would say, a vibe shift.
yeah,
Very much.
With-
Bummer ahead.
Bummer ahead.
Bummer ahead for listeners. Just be
Bummer
prepared
ahead.
for-
No podcasters were harmed in the making of this podcast,
No.
but bummer ahead. We do what we're told, parentheses, Milgram's 37.
So this was inspired by the famous Milgram's experiment, and it was, I forget what college it was in.
It was
and
at Yale in '61.
It was at Yale in '61,
Yeah.
absolutely. Yeah, and kind of like one of the premier looks into how the human psyche unfortunately works sometimes, especially under group pressure. And man, what a departure.
Yeah. Super unethical experiment.
Absolutely. That's
Well-
the biggest thing. Lots of trauma.
Here's the thing, is the Milgram experiment, or the one I was reading about, like, it was like kind of unethical, but it was like psychologically unethical.
The
So there
phrase
was, like,
the phrase "here's the thing" has ended so many podcast careers.
well, no. I'll explain
No,
further.
yeah.
Is so this experiment, there was like there was Milgram, there was someone who was supposed to be like the teacher role, and that's who the experiment was actually being performed on. And then there was an actor set up who was supposed to be like the learner or whatever. And the teacher role would be told to like administer an electric shock to this person if they like got a question wrong that they were like supposed to memorize that the teacher was telling them. And so the shocks would get higher and higher in voltage the more answers this person got wrong. But the gag is
They were fake.
They were fake shocks.
Yeah.
So it was all about like, under pressure, do we as people value, or not value, but like, do we conform to authority? Or will we, seeing how much harm we've done, reject that authority? So the experiment would only end if the teacher person would like keep rejecting giving this very, very strong shock to someone, even under the pressure of someone saying like, we need this experiment to continue, or you must administer this shock, like this very forceful language.
Yeah.
If they kept rejecting that, it would end, and it would be like, okay, you're someone who didn't want to give someone like 500 volts of electricity. And it was always an actor, right? So they're like fake being shocked, but you think you're doing harm. Or on the kind of sadder flip side, the experiment would end if they administered, I think it was like 3 in a row of the highest level shock
Oh.
to the actor.
If
Then it's
they're
like,
yeah,
yeah.
like you were okay with Big Bummer 3 times.
What's cool about Peter Gabriel stuff is I think every album has at least a couple songs that are like overtly here's a political message.
Yes.
He's not afraid to tackle sensitive stuff.
yeah.
He's got a really wonderful song called Biko off of the 3rd album of his. He ends every show with it. It's dedicated to Stephen Biko, who's a civil rights activist in South Africa. It's a very beautiful tune. And he ended the show that I saw with it. And he's been ending every show since that song came out with Biko. And it's like, it's crazy to see that
That's
level
very
of commitment.
intentional.
It was a crazy cool moment. That song is very, very somber. It's got bagpipes too.
Hey.
You know it's serious when we bring out the bagpipes.
It's a ceremonial instrument.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's cool about this track too is it was actually recorded for that same album that Biko was on,
Oh.
Peter Gabriel 3. He was kind of sitting on it for a while, but it fits right in. Very much a cool art pop interlude.
Yeah.
So it's a good like I'm on the CTA and I'm kind of pissed. Let's listen to this. Let's listen to this moody track.
I wanted to talk about how modern it sounded.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
The
sure.
production and the synth like sounds like super modern to my ear.
Yeah.
Let's play a little bit of it at like 2:35.
Absolutely.
This one doesn't scream 80s to me for some reason.
No, it doesn't. It's so unique. Oh, you picked the best part.
Yeah.
One voice, one war.
Like, this is an intro to a postal service song.
Yes.
One dream.
This is kind of like the outro, I think. It's just so good.
Yeah.
I love those. Obviously, the front-facing stuff is great, but the really subtle drums is a awesome little touch.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's such a cool. I don't know about you guys, but whenever like an artist sticks in like a little experimental type diversion in the middle of
Yeah.
like a mostly conventional album, always a highlight.
Sure.
Always a little cool moment.
Yeah, neat production choice.
I would say the next track is also kind of a little kooky moment. Shall we
Ooh,
talk about
kooky.
this is the picture parentheses excellent
Ooh.
birds.
Before we
What?
get into it, every time I heard this one, I thought of the meme where he's like, "Look at this photograph," and I thought of Brian, him like holding. That's
And it's
just
like
my
a
brain.
picture of birds.
Yeah. This is the picture.
You know what?
Oh.
It's a song that if anybody else did it besides Laurie Anderson and Peter Gabriel, it would not fucking land. But with
Yeah.
them, they own it. It's the perfect blend. First of all, it's a groovy tune. It's kind of this understated groove, but it's so one of those songs that like too artsy for its own good, but it works.
Yeah.
It lands. Fun fact about this song: it was written for Laurie Anderson, who's like a synth pop artist, big in the '80s as well. Co-wrote this with Peter Gabriel. And the legend goes they both liked different versions of the song, so they literally took their ball home with them, and then they record. So there's 2 versions of the song that exists. There's the Laurie Anderson version, and there's the Peter Gabriel version. I love my son dearly, so I need
course.
to.
Yeah.
I need to side with him.
Yeah. Could you imagine if you heard his father liking the other version better?
I'm like, I couldn't do that to my
Yeah.
sweet boy.
Uh-huh.
No, he'd be emancipated.
Yeah. But yeah, having an avant-garde composer on like your penultimate track is such a cool move.
Absolutely.
flex.
Yeah.
Used to be the ultimate track. We were talking about this a little bit earlier.
Yes.
How would you feel if the album ended with this one? It's such a
It's just wackadoodle. I mean, lyrically, like, this one just feels like you're kind of two weird, almost like Stepford Wivesy neighbors on a porch,
Stepford Wives.
being like, look at those birds.
There's
Excellent birds. It's just there's something a little bit uncanny about
Yeah,
it.
it's like ending your record on a question.
Yes. Yes.
It's like, huh?
Because I want to know more about these people. Yeah, it's just weird. I think I also agree with the reordering of tracks here. Not to say I don't like this track, because I do.
I do like it.
it's funny. This isn't a concept album, but it has the flow of one.
Sure.
It feels like a narrative, kind of, at least. And again, it's just really well paced, so it comes off like that almost. But I love that kind of again. Why I like that reordering is this is very much a good. Here's one last weird one before we end on a high note.
Yeah.
There's this one always reminds me. Sorry, this is a stretch, but 90s SNL. There's a Mike Myers sketch where they're doing like a German TV show. It's called Sprockets, and it's like a very purposely weird TV show. And like they have these fake German accents, and it's like, this is the time on Sprockets when we dance. And then which I apologize. I explained an SNL skit verbally.
No.
That's what this podcast is for.
I can mentally feel my brother cringing.
I have definitely also done that on this podcast.
Yeah. But it's very like artsy fartsy. But Peter Gabriel doing it. He's one of the only people on the planet who can like just own it. He's like, yeah, I did talk about birds on the song.
Get into it.
Get into it.
I want to just hear some of it from the beginning because it is so...
As someone who recently got into birding, this is great.
You're getting into birding?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Oh my gosh, you have to talk to Xander about that.
I will.
Bird.
It's the word.
Bro, it gets good, I swear.
Just wait.
Wait till the birds come in.
This groove is infectious.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Flying birds, excellent birds. Watch them fly.
There they go.
Oh, wait. The people can't see me do the... I did a funny hand gesture.
As if a bird was flying.
As if a
Falling
bird.
snow.
I think I've just put a pin in what this gives me. I want to do a wacky interpretive dance to this song.
Yes.
I think it would lend itself. I want to be in a full body leotard.
Yes. Somersaults.
Somersaults.
Pointing. Flapping.
Hands
That
work.
do like little like...
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Zach made a hand bird and it flew.
Yeah.
There's a really fun like playfulness to this song.
Yeah.
Like you can hear them. I don't know. It feels very goofy to record, and you can tell that there was some laughing, but it's also very like, again, like we're just gonna own it. This is a kind of a
still
goofy
grooves.
song.
Yeah.
It's a goofy song. It also, so it's Laurie Anderson and Peter Gabriel, but there's a third kind of known cameo on this. Any guesses as to who that might be? One hint: they're a guitar player.
Edge.
That's a great guess, though.
Gun to my head, I couldn't give you a name.
It's actually Nile Rodgers from Chic and all the David Bowie stuff.
Oh, sick.
Absolutely.
This is such a who's who.
Yeah.
It's a cool, again, it's like a 80s cameo. If you love like your all-star jam like music cameo records, this is a great one for that. And it's so funny that it's always like little parts, like there's barely any guitar in what we just heard.
Yeah, he did that in like one take in 5 minutes. But again, it's in his house recording studio, so he probably just
Absolutely.
had beers,
Came by
played
to hang
pool.
out.
Yeah.
Beers, pool, get some Xbox going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Halo 2.
Play some Halo 2.
Wait, that was 86. Pong.
They're playing GoldenEye. It's
Yeah.
Frogger.
Frogger.
So funny.
Old maiden type of video games.
They're just taking turns solving a Rubik's Cube, I guess.
Yeah. What else was in 86?
Yeah,
man.
you were born then, right?
No. I'm not that old. Shut up.
Actually, one of the I suck with TV shows. I'm kind of a Stranger Things hater. I love the first season, but
Sure.
like everything past I thought was unnecessary.
I feel like that's a popular opinion.
I tried watching the second season. Like the first episode was like, remember the 80s? Remember Rubik's Cubes? Remember E.T.?
They're just like, hey, you don't remember things?
Remember the grinding crawl of time?
Remember how that's not right now?
Stop, you're scaring me. Before we get into the final track,
Yeah.
I have a challenge for Cameron.
Oh.
Cameron, will you insert a new sound for a break because my leg fell asleep?
Oh, that's a fun
Yeah,
challenge.
good luck, good sir.
You got the foot pins.
Guys, this last song fucks.
This is the main course.
I
I
mean-
I love this song. It fucks.
It fucks.
I've seen it fuck. It was
Whoa.
very
Oh.
awkward. I opened the wrong door.
It's a very intimate song, so I'm
And there
sure
was a
it's-
sock on the door, so it's like you should have known.
Yeah.
I had poor eyesight. I thought it was a funny door handle.
It was a prank.
It was a prank. Wonderful song. It's one of those songs. It's like no notes. No notes.
Yeah.
It's just
Wouldn't
like
change
a
the thing.
sweet little song. Sweet little, like, epic little. I say sweet little song. No. It feels way bigger than that. This love is expansive. This care and this desire.
It's like in your eyes. What a wonderful thing to say to somebody.
Yeah.
Like, oh my goodness.
I
Like,
reach out from the inside. That
Yeah.
pre-chorus fucks so hard.
look, if you need a good hinge opener, fellas.
Hey.
No, don't. Yeah, I love this song. I love just it's easy listening. Trying to think, it's got that world element that we've been talking about. Great percussion, a wonderful live version. They like it's like 10 minutes every time he plays it. It's just like him dancing again. Peter Gabriel, he's a little goofball. He's a little guy.
Yeah.
He's
Your
like
sweet son.
he's one of the littlest guys.
Really?
He's tall.
Scientifically.
No, he's like taller than everybody in Genesis,
Sure.
but like he's a little guy.
Yeah.
He's your son.
Spiritually.
He's my little boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's never gonna be taller than you.
This does seem like a song you could kind of jam on forever.
You know what
Yeah.
this song is? It's a great driving song. Like a day like this, you're out.
Absolutely.
Especially if you're in like the burbs or like somewhere sunny and like kind of open. Like if you're just driving around to your bud's house or
Yep.
going to the Home Depot and picking up some 2x4s.
Oh my god. Driving home from the Home Depot, your car smells like wood a little bit.
Yes,
It's
yes.
such a manly smell.
wood
The
smell.
Home Depot smells.
I'm going to build a great horse. Perhaps a long ship.
I wish I could buy a personal use perfume that smells like the Home Depot. I would love to smell like that.
Yeah.
Just like wood and paint.
Yes.
Ugh, and dirt.
Wood and WD-40.
Fuck yes.
Yeah.
So my day job, I work for a little marketing company, and we actually got to work with Home Depot corporate.
Hell yeah.
And I felt so starstruck. I'm like, oh my goodness,
Wow.
oh my goodness. It's the Home Depot, trademark Home Depot Limited 2025. Because like everybody, regardless of where you grow up, you got those weekends where like your dad says, come children,
Yep.
Home Depot time.
We're gonna build a shed.
I need help carrying salt to the water softener. I don't know why this became a Home Depot. I don't know.
I love the Home Depot.
Yeah. This song smells like Home Depot, I think, is where
Sure.
I guess like if
Yeah.
you are running errands on a weekend and you need something to listen to while you're driving, can't recommend.
Yeah.
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 A wonderful
Windows
song.
are
Especially if like the
open.
sun is anywhere in the front or end of the sky, you know what
Yeah,
I mean?
yeah.
If the sun's right in the middle, not a good time for this song.
No,
Maybe
no.
some tracks earlier.
Yeah.
Sun
Yeah.
setting, perfect time for this song.
Perfect
God.
time. And if you got your loved one, whoever they are, it's like you're listening and just quote lyrics from the song. Don't let them listen to the song, then
Yes.
they'll know.
Yeah.
Just
no,
quote
they'll know.
stuff.
Yeah.
And they're like, you're a genius.
It's like you're a genius. You're
Yeah.
Shakespeare.
Your eyes, I am complete. The light, the heat.
The light, the heat. Maybe not those, because then they think you're having a stroke. It's
Yeah.
like, the light, the heat. Ugh.
Fun part when you look in someone's eyes, you're also kind of looking at their brain.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're looking at my brain right now.
That feels. I just got actually scared for a second. I was like, that feels so intimate.
So when you love someone, you love their eyes. You really love a little bit of their
Wow.
brain.
I took a picture of Bruce the other day,
Ew.
and the flash
Ew.
was on, and you could kind of see her like optical nerve.
Whoa.
That's his brain.
You got to crawl inside somebody's head. Like, what's in there?
That's
dude?
crazy.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Dang. Anyway, should we listen to some of this?
Yeah.
Yes.
All my instincts, they return. The grand facade so soon will burn.
Here we go.
Without a noise, without my pride, I reach out from the inside.
Yes, you do.
Sing it.
Here's the drop.
In your eyes, the light, the heat.
What's that meme with the guy at the metal show? He's like shirtless.
Yeah.
Yes.
Resolution.
Fuck. So good.
Best use of the word facade in any song, period.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's such a banger. It's like I forget about that like bass like woo boo. That makes it again another little bass highlight.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Like,
lots of good slides.
He went so hard for what? You
So
know?
hard
For
So
God.
flex.
for God,
No, here's a fun bit.
for Jesus.
He originally wanted to write the lyrics that were ambiguously about both romantic love and love for God.
Oh.
And a blurring employed by like African music is probably where you're inspired by that.
Oh, cool.
And so I'm like, so with that context, I'm like, oh, is this worshipy?
It's like there's this element of like spirituality definitely
Yeah.
throughout.
Not like the Christian God. Maybe he's not invoking.
Definitely not like knocking on your door with the book and the
No.
black tie.
Sure.
Although if Peter showed up at my door like preaching Mormonism, I'd be so happy. I'd be like, come in, my dude.
Mm-hmm. It does lend itself to a choir
Yes.
of sorts.
Yes.
You know, and it does, and if I say it makes me want to raise my arms up, God forbid.
And then there's some other language at the end. I meant to look this up.
Oh, tell me about that.
Youssou N'Dour is from Senegal.
Uh-huh.
So but I'm not sure if that's the bonus language.
The bonus.
Is that the right? Is that the right?
Yeah,
wordage?
there's a outro in another language.
Once again, like anybody looking to explore world music, like give this record a shot.
Yeah.
It's
It's just more Wolof is what Google has
Wolof.
detected.
Oh,
Very
It's just
cool.
more language about eyes.
Slay.
Your eyes are lit. Your eyes are bright. Your eyes are inside.
Your eyes are inside.
I hope.
Anyone listening, if your eyes are outside, get that checked out.
Yeah.
Check out an
Give that a-
optometrist, perhaps.
If they're on the floor, pick them up.
Pick 'em up, put them in a jar. I don't know.
Well, I will say, unless you're like a cartoon character and you see an attractive person
Oh, God.
and they pop out of your head and you go, ay, ay, ooga.
That's what the song's about.
We've cracked it.
We've cracked it.
Except you're looking at God.
And then-
Lord,
Every time I look at God, she's like, stop shoplifting.
Oh, God.
That's a good joke.
And I say, no, I'll stop shoplifting when candy stops being easy to steal.
I will only stop shoplifting from small businesses.
Come out me, Southport CVS.
And God's like, good enough. To bring it back somehow, had Peter Gabriel written love songs for Genesis, or is this
Absolutely.
kind of like,
You
is he a
know,
love song aficionado?
so fun fact, Peter Gabriel actually invented sex in
Whoa.
1980s, 82.
But he's your son.
I
Yeah.
believe. He gets around. No, he
How was he born before he invented it, though? So that's chicken or the egg?
A divine conception.
Oh, yes.
Divine
Yes.
Conception.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. It was. I'm all confused. No, he writes some of the best love songs ever. Actually, the follow-up to this, 1992's Us, lesser known album, wonderful album. It deals with love, a little bit more spiritual stuff. He lots of like about his daughter too. So that album is a wonderful album, and it's a completely different sound and vibe wise. It's a great answer to this record in a way. So is very like early digital, got some of that classic 80s production, a little bit more ostentatious. Us is very like more into the world music world with like a bit more acoustic instruments,
Yeah.
but still both that excellent like creation of moods. doesn't really have a bad album. Granted, I'm a fan and I'll shill for anything he does. But his most recent release, I.O. was great. Really Peter Gabriel wise, you can jump in anywhere. You can jump into his Genesis stuff. You can jump into this like era stuff. You can jump into his late period stuff. You kind of win wherever you land. So it's really whatever you're vibing for. So could be old stuff, could be newer stuff, could be world stuff, could be artsy stuff, could be very accessible commercial stuff too. And he's an unproblematic fave. We love that.
We love that.
Heyo.
I think there should be like a bar test for musicians.
Yeah.
They're like, hey, are you shitty? And if you check yes, you're like, you can't make music, bro. Sorry.
Bro.
Sorry. Yeah.
No music for you.
No, you can't
so
do.
sorry.
Yeah. People can't like your music or you can't create it.
Yeah.
So good for Peter Gabriel for being an all-around
good
stand-up
job.
guy. Good job.
Good job.
My boy. I'm gonna get him ice cream after this. He did such a good
Such a
job.
good dad.
Thank you. I try.
Well, with that, folks, we've made it to the end of the record. Let's take a moment off air to decide on an award for your son, Peter Gabriel, for this
Yay.
record. So we'll be right back to award that.
BRB.
All right. We have come out of the conclave, and Peter Gabriel. We just want to say that this album is so good, bro. So a good album. It's so. The title is so. And we're playing on the words. So. We said this off air, but this album really ruins talking. Like,
Yep.
So is in every
So
other
much.
sentence. So much.
So fiercely.
Oh man, but I had so much fun on this podcast. Thank you guys.
Yeah.
This
Thank
was
you for being here.
wonderful way to spend a Sunday. I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna
Oh,
have
commit.
a Sunday.
Yippee!
My brain is leaking out of my skull.
And I will charge you a dry cleaning fee for the couch.
Fair.
Folks, thank you so much for listening to another fantastic and hilarious episode of Album or Brews. We are Album or Brews, and we're going to continue to be Album or Brews. If you want to check us out on the internet, you can find us on most social medias at Album Rebrews, and our website is www.albumrebrews.com.
A giant, huge thank you to our editor and singer-songwriter, Cameron Bopp. Go check him out on the internet. Those links are in the description. And hey, you edited the last show, and I asked if you wanted to play Frisbee, and got back to me yet. So let's play golf sometime. Another huge thank you for Jonah for coming on. Go check out his band, Jack Mooney and the Sun Drops. He is one of the Sun Drops. He is not Jack Mooney.
Not Jack.
And phenomenal bass parts for fans of Alabama Shakes.
Alabama Shakes, if you like a little bit of twangy, if you like Marcus King, Alabama Shakes, a little bit of John Spencer, Blues Explosion, but nobody will agree with me. If you like some easy listening guitar, bluesy rock, we'd love to have you come out to a show. Next, follow us on Instagram, all the socials. Next show is August 28th at the Beat Kitchen. We'll be backing up our friend Silvertone, and we also got John Claude and the Eclairs as well joining us. Going to be a banger of a night. I'm also can't just do one thing anymore. I'm also a writer. You can find my work in Chicago Reader, The Hard Times, and the new Roadhouse magazine, local news zine, beautifully put together by the team. It's out now, probably. I buy it. I assume there's a website.
Link in description.
Link in description. Awesome. And yeah, keep an eye out. You can follow me if you want. It's at my man Jonah on Instagram. It's private account, so good luck with that. Lots of balls in the air, but this band is Jack Mooney and Sun Drops, Chicago Reader, The Hard Times, Roadhouse magazine. We love ya. Thank you again for having me on. This is so much fun.
Hell
Thanks for
freaking
coming on.
yeah. Well, to conclude this episode, we will do what we do every episode, which is in the order that we introduced ourselves, we're going to get very, very, very close to the microphone and say sweet and tender ASMR style goodbye. I will go first. Goodbye.
And your goodbye.
I am touching the can. Hello. Oh, no, I mean goodbye. I fucked it up. I stupid.
Hello, hello.
No, Bjork, you did great.
Thank you guys. Thank you so much.